the Jayhawks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? You've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking for a crease. It's Green. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Using his feet. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. In the backfield, it's Bailey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Quarterback keeps it, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Here we go. There he goes. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Kansas offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback of the position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback on the keeper.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But He's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Jayhawks send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And now this offense will take the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw, it's Reed. It's complete to right.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Here's the fire on second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
He'll take it himself. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest. Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The Cardinals have clawed their way to this lead. They say the best teams in football treat road games like business trips, and this group is on the verge of closing this deal. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Stanford. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for space. It's Thurman. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Tight end now in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Kelly. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the before he stopped. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got his man. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They'll run play action. He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Jayhawks come to the line, trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Good solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Keeps looking downfield. Pass rush right after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man, it's Kelly. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
The RPO, it's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have with the 6. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Part of the backfield, it's Furman. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Gets the back moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to him and sacked at the 12. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Behind the line, it's Bailey. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he found a space on the right. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just going to keep it at that. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Grab in the backfield. It's Bailey. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. Looks as if he's going to run it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Caught in the backfield, it's Bailey. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. It's Bailey. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half. And that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try... This respectable. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Kansas offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me.
For the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
He's got it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to. It's a first down.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the second level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They just keep firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Kelly. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. Right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Finds space on the right. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawk.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. Stanford has clawed its way to this lead. They say the best teams in football treat road games like business trips, and this group is on the verge of closing this lead. They're trailing by 10 to Stanford. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Knew where we wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Steps away. vicious run. Finds a man on the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Reed. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Looking for room at the 30. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack.
Headed to the end zone. He got on the ground and he's in for the touchdown.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He'll pull it on the read. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
From the middle, it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? Doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield.
Always got some space. Smashes ahead. And this defense is a half a beat behind. Just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Gonna run it. It's Thurman. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down.
They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Timing. Better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the offense back onto the field.
All right. Let's control the clock here.
On the move. Quarterback gets him up. Turning it on. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach somebody.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
They want to run this quarterback. He's in for a touchdown. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. And you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to find another play. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Don't let him get away with that.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll move the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Reed. It's good. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man on the run. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Jayhawks will snap it on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And a look downfield again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilman. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Jayhawks in the hurry-up. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It's first down from the 11.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Kansas. Fitted in the window for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching his defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Great place to start for this offense. This quarterback part of their running game. Breaks into the open. All the way into the end zone for the touchdown. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
And I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in, and that miracle is no longer coming now.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, just to pivot when you watch this game. You just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the play.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. It'd be a quick film session because there was more negative your coach confidence and makes you want to believe that this offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a tight end. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. The Jayhawks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Quickly to the tight end. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. A designed run for the quarterback. Short gain on the play before he slides. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Fouls from the defense. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed. It's ridiculous.
And I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Release on the RPO. He is Peter late in the game.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it all. Scoring late. Maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point was good. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
This offense has it with really good field position. Makes the grab on the left. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Well, this one had all the suspense of a